All right, everybody, welcome back. I got Isaac Zatarain, who competes at RUF55. This time, we got the featherweight title on our hands. These are the two best guys in the featherweight division, in my opinion. Both guys very exciting. Both guys like to come out and finish. And I could not be more excited for even if this fight wasn't for a title. It's a dream. It's a commentator's dream. It's a promoter's dream. Both guys, you guys come out to finish. You guys put on exciting fights, and you know a thing or two about knocking fools out. So talk to me about the training camp. How is the guys at Proving Ground getting you ready for this one?
We're definitely looking more in depth in like everything we do. Try to be more methodical and more patient on seeing things at like openings and all that stuff. So we've been definitely upgrading little by little. Like I mentioned before, we watch a lot of film on ourselves and stuff and just try to clean it up a little bit here and there. We're just trying to, I guess, keep it clean with the technique.
Well, okay. So last time I had you on the show, you were clawing your way back to the cage via adversity. You know what I mean? You were going through a lot just to make it to your last fight, and then you dispatched the guy in the first round. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. And you do things in such a like calculated way, but there's still like excitement and just you're a dangerous man when you get in there. So talk to me about this time around. We're not having to go through all the things that we went through last time. You're coming off a win this year, so there's no layoff, a devastating win, to boot. So talk to me about how you're, making all of this transform into this camp and eventually into a title hanging on your wall.
Yeah, so um that's a good question because I definitely feel like I'm stronger and like I'm more in tune because I don't have to deal with all that stuff. I just went right back into training and everything and like I've been the intensity on my training has been going up and everything like that. Everything's been going smooth and I just feel like it's flowing a little smoother than before. And I don't feel like I haven't been off the mat, so I'm definitely feel like I'm sharper and I'm ready to go with my gas tank too.
Okay, and talk to me about Paul Margitas. What does this guy do well that we got to keep an eye on?
I mean, the guy looks like he's relentless. He didn't give up. I watched a couple minutes of his film and all that. And looks like he's a decent fighter. The guy's got skill. I'll give him that. And I definitely got respect for him as well because he takes this sport seriously. And I have no doubt that he'll come in on weight as well. So, and I'm I'm well aware that he's gonna bring it. So just out of respect for that, I got to do the same as well.
Okay, and it's no secret we're on the shorter side, me and you, right? We're on the
Yeah,
short
yeah.
side of the spectrum, and Paul is a little bit long for the division. So, do you think that's going to pose any problems for you, or are we just going to get in there like Mike Tyson and put it on him?
I mean, I've been competing since I was 18 and stuff, and I've gone against long guys all the time. So that's kind of just something I can work through.
All right. Well, a fight of this caliber, you know what I mean? This is a title fight. The promotion said, I got this guy and I got this guy, and we're gonna have them fight for the title. So it obviously they're putting faith in you and your opponent. What would it mean to you and your team to bring this thing home?
Oh man, it would mean a lot for me as a fighter. 'Cause I want to prove to myself that I've been improving and growing in my own skill and stuff. And I mean, a belt, keep bringing a belt home would be awesome as well. And just, I feel like that's just me repaying back everybody that's put time into me as well. And, showing them like, hey, this is just part of your guys' belt as well.
That I love the way that you put that because a lot of fighters, I'm sure they mean to, because yes, this is a crazy selfish sport, and when you're in there, it's you versus your opponent. But everybody that helped you get to that dance are just as much to blame for how well you perform in the cage.
Right.
So I love the way that you put that because now it's externalized that, hey, you guys helped me achieve this. It's not just me, even though I'm the one that had to physically do it in the cage at the time. You guys helped me prepare for it. So it's just, I like the way you put that. That's pretty like, well beyond your years, young man.
Yeah, definitely. I always have to give credit to all those people, whether it's the smallest one, it could be a new kid that just walked in. Every little thing they do to help us get ready for this fight, it's definitely something big for me. So
All
I
right,
gotta
did
give
you
them the credit.
absolutely? Did you do anything different? Obviously, we still got what? Let's see, 26. So 2 weeks. We got two
Roughly,
weeks.
yeah.
Okay, so we're probably tapering down, not completely, done with sparring and all that stuff. But have you done anything different in this camp?
Um, for the most part, mentally, I've been trying to like sharpen, I guess, the game plan in my head, and also just the way I take training and the way I sleep and the way I eat and stuff. All those habits too as well. I'm trying to keep them solidified, and I'm trying to just keep them in an organized manner. So, like I said, I'm trying to do everything as a professional fighter already, and the discipline plays a big factor in just trying to stay focused. So I'm really trying to put my time and energy into that so I can just have a more efficient, whether it's practice or my diet, just anything in general to help me get, the edge on fighting, or just to stay ready or feel like I'm ready to go basically, for whether it's a regular practice or it's a fight.
All right, and talk to me about. Obviously, I don't want you to look past your opponent because he's a very tough guy, and he presents a lot of challenges. But after you win the title on the 26th, are we looking to defend? Are we looking to go pro, or are we looking to our coaches to decide what's next?
Yeah, like I try not to look ahead, but I mean, I would definitely like to defend it, but that's obviously my opinion. But like, obviously, I need to run it through my coaches because it's just fair to do that. And yeah, I mean, I don't really have any plans ahead of. I'm just looking at what I got in front of me right now.
All right, and obviously there's been a plethora of competitions coming through Arizona, whether it's jujitsu, Muay Thai, kickboxing. So when you're in preparations for a title fight, and these opportunities present themselves, do you jump in, or do you say, no, I got a title fight on my hands. I need to stay focused and not risk, getting injured at one of these, events.
Yeah, I would definitely that definitely crosses my mind. Like I would love to do like extra things before just to get the exposure of the crowd and whatnot. But I definitely had to be smart and try to just, stay focused and have kind of a tunnel vision on the goal that I need to. And yeah, I definitely don't want to risk any like, injuries, because I've had so many like dumb injuries in the past out of like the smallest things. Like one of my jujitsu tournaments, guy just tries to take me down. I defend it, land on my elbow, and it just swelled up and ended up getting infected. So yeah, it's gnarly stuff like that. So I would definitely try to stay away from all that if I got a goal in mind.
All right, and then also, uh, I mean, nobody likes to go into a fight injured, but it is just the name of the game. Everybody goes in there, whether it's a little bruise, or a bum knee, or an elbow or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hundred
Nobody
percent.
ever is in there 100%. So I understand that you just you're being more calculated in your approach, not putting yourself in a situation where if I go to this jujitsu tournament, guy could crush my ankle, or could snap my arm in half. So I could definitely understand that. But outside of competition, right? So when you do these things, what do you do them like in a competitive way? Do you do them to help work out, the jitters, the butterflies of when you do perform in a cage? How do you take those events? Do you take them seriously, or is it more just to pass the time, or just to get that competition in?
I always, if whether it's jujitsu or MMA, I always try to take it as serious as possible. And like the best way to see if your game plans work or your moves work is to try it on legit people that are like, trying to get ready for a tournament or whatnot, and they're trying to win. So you have somebody that's, they're ready to go. And then if you hit your moves on them and you see it happen, and you see it work, you know for a fact that it's a move that works, and it's legit. So it definitely helps me start sharpen my skills. And like also, like, like I said before, the exposure of the crowd and everything like that, the noise, and also hearing your corners while your blood's pumping and all that, like all that's it's good to sharpen the sword. But I definitely take everything seriously, whether how small it is or biggest event I've ever done. It's the same thing.
Somebody once told me whether you're the CEO or the janitor, always put in 110%.
Right,
So,
I've heard that too.
all
Yeah,
right.
it's a good
So,
saying.
yep, I love the approach. All right. So, talk to me about after this fight, man. So, when the ref raises your arm and Dave Velvet announces you as the winner, I want to know how we're going to celebrate with that victory meal, man.
Ah, it doesn't change. I love pizza, bro. I want to smack on pizza, but I definitely, even on celebrating, on eating and stuff, it's the most important part for me is just to be around my loved ones and enjoy it.
Well, that's a victory meal in itself. You know what I mean? That feel
Yeah.
that feeds the heart. But I don't think you can go wrong with pizza. I really don't think you can go wrong with pizza. When we went on vacation to Ohio, we tried 5 different companies. 5.
Damn.
And we was only there for like 5 or 6 days. So that's one type of pizza a day. And I still wasn't tired of pizza. I'll tell you that. I love pizza, man. I could eat that shit every day. I had some last
Oh,
night.
tell me about it. Tell me about it. I had to look at it right now, but I had to pass it up
But
till
just don't
later.
tell Patrick that I had pizza last night, okay? Don't tell Pat. He'll be mad. He'll be mad.
I
So,
got you. I
anyways,
got you.
all right. So, outside of the cage, a title fight, it puts you in a different mindset. So, is there any type of extracurriculars that you're doing to keep your, maybe when it's time to like shut the camp off, or you don't want to think about training? Is there anything that you're doing, outside of fighting? Are you going
Yeah, I mean,
shooting? Are you going hiking? What are you doing?
I definitely like to go shooting. That's every now and then though. But the biggest things that help me refresh my mind are just again being around my loved ones. Um, I spend a lot of time with my girl outside of here, and she just helps me get my mind off of things. We're just and sharing ideas and just enjoying our time with each other. And if I'm not with her, I'm here with my family, talking to my brothers. Like they just help me disconnect. So they definitely play a big factor in it.
It's definitely tough to disconnect, and when your family can be part of that process, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I know that a lot of fighters, when they're in camp mode, they have a hard time like going out of fight mode. And some of them just either are away from family, some of them don't know how to flip that switch, you know what I mean? So it's definitely cool to see that you have that kind of support system around you that can help you disconnect, or flip that switch, or whatever it is you need to do once you're outside of camp or training. So
Yeah,
I
it's
think that's
very
pretty cool.
important. It's very important because it just feels like you're refreshed to go again and go again every single day. And if you don't have that, you're gonna feel like you burn yourself out, and you don't want that at all.
All right, are you bringing anybody in to help you in the way of, I know Neelan's a very tall guy, so you got him to work with, but has there been any additional bodies that you've brought in?
Not really. We're just again trying to go through the game plan and being aware of the things that he opposes and all that stuff. So I mean, we haven't had any new changes really.
Okay. Well, I understand the school of killers you have over there, so it's not
Appreciate it.
surprising that you don't really need to bring any extra bodies in there. Love the coaching staff over there too. I'm still waiting on Jay to send me a video so I can finish mine. So as soon as he gets that over to me, I can, because I'd love to post that up. But that being said, Proving Ground is excellent school. I love the facility. You guys are making excellent changes over there, and I think it's only going to make your team better. And I look forward to seeing what you guys do. But come August 26th, my man's going to be bringing home a title, and it's going to be excellent. It's going to be fun to watch, and I get to call it. That's the beautiful part about my job, is I get to watch you guys go in there, put it all on the line. I mean, We're getting the sweat. We're getting the blood. I get to interview you afterwards. Obviously, I'll be looking a little bit cleaner, but that's neither here nor there. I'm very excited for this fight. This whole entire card is, again, stacked. You got to give props to Jason. He does such an amazing job. And with this title fight in particular, you know what I mean? Absolutely fantastic matchmaking. I could not be more excited. So before I get you out of here, anybody that wants to follow you on your journey or hit you up for potential sponsorships, what is that social media hashtag or apps? There you go.
Oh, it's just Zatarain, ZATARAIN.00. And for sponsors, you guys are more than welcome to DM me. I'm open to that always. And yeah, definitely. I think Instagram is the main one that I use for now.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. Jump on this. This is a title fight. This is not, a opening bout on the preliminary cards. This is a title fight. There's going to be lots of eyeballs. This is probably one of the strongest cards we've had all year, which is insane to say because of all the cards that we've had this year. It's absolutely insane. But I 100% believe that if you are interested in jumping on a fighter, this knockout artist is definitely one to get behind. The man goes in there, he puts on exciting fights, and he gets eyeballs on the screens and butts in the seats. So, Isaac, before I get you out of here, is there anybody you'd like to thank? Go ahead.
Hey, like always, all my loved ones, especially number one, thank you, God, for giving me my health and everything to even be able to train and all that. Shout out to Legion MMA. Shout out to my own gym, Proving Ground MMA. You guys treat me well. Good hospitality, amazing hearts in there. Yeah, man, I got a real good support system, and I thank all of you for that.
100%. And again, the fight is August 26th at the Celebrity Theater in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. If you need tickets, holler at your guy right here. He's got them. You're going to have a code also for the guys that can't be there in person. What's your fighter code?
I believe it's my last name. Just my last name with no caps. Yeah, I haven't been filled in on that yet, but I'll definitely be posting it to let everybody know.
They go with. Yeah, that's usually what they go with. So use that promo code so that this man gets some of that cha-ching. Get your tickets from him. August 26th, Celebrity Theater. I'll be there. I'll be watching. I don't know how else to sell this fight other than just get your ass down there. Okay? That's August 26th, Zatarain versus Margitas for the featherweight title. This is a badass fight you don't want to miss. Before I get you out of here, is there anything you'd like to get out into the universe?
Hey, just stay positive. Think with your hearts and your minds, man. Just love everyone, man. That's all I could say for now. And just put God first on everything.
All right, man. We love you. Until next time.
Appreciate it, brother.